Hey, welcome to my channel. Manifestation. What is manifestation? To my mind, manifestation is a byproduct of your subconscious mind. So it's just the way we have been designed. So what's going on in our subconscious manifests to us, but we can direct it. We can decide what we want in our lives, and we can manifest it. So we are implanting ideas into our subconscious in order to see that experience in real life. So most of the time we're just going on through life and there's stuff going on, we have feelings and thoughts, and then they immediately manifest. So we get instant manifestation. That's just based on the fact there's no resistance there whatsoever. There's no, oh, but I have to get around this or I have to get around that. There's nothing contrary going on at all, which is why there is such a thing as instant manifestation, because of course we are manifesting instantly throughout the day, every single day. And then if you've got old patterns going on inside of you, so old programs rather going on inside of you, which are embedded in your subconscious, those are the things that tend to get in the way because we don't always realize that they're there. So try not to look at those things as blocks or limitations. They are there and they can be dealt with. When we label something a block or a limit, it really, again, seeps into the subconscious and just backs that up, that whatever's going on there that's holding us back is a limitation and is a block. So it's just another thing that we're putting into the subconscious in order for it to manifest to us. So then it manifests to us as it not happening because it's a block, it's a limitation. We have to start kind of watching what the words that we say to ourselves, and that's again a thing that I've learned over the years, and I've evolved with this, and I try not to use those terms anymore if I can help it, because they're just not useful. They're just not useful words because those words have a feeling attached to them when we say them, and that's an energy. So then we're projecting that energy. So again, let's go back to instant manifestation. So you'll have a feeling about something, maybe have a feeling about a person or a situation, and then all of a sudden you see that person or that situation appears in your reality pretty quick, the same day, and you think, wow, you might think, what a coincidence if you weren't into this, but we know different, don't we? So why is that? Again, like I said, there's no resistance around it, there's nothing stopping it, there's nothing niggling you, as Neville would say, you have no quibbles around it, so it just happens. I mean, I can instantly feel something or think something and it happened a few seconds later. A really simple thing, and I bring this one up a lot because it was no big deal, but it really kind of solidified that in my mind. So I was in Boots and I was buying a cream, an anti-aging thing. It was a few years ago now actually, but this is what did really implant that in me and think, yeah, this is what's going on here. And generally in the UK, I don't know if they do it anymore in Boots because I haven't actually been into the store for ages, you get a number 7 voucher when you buy something to use on your next purchase if you buy a number 7 product. And I just had them mounting up in my purse, and then I just took them all out one day and binned them because I don't use them. I didn't generally buy number 7 products, and I thought I'll never use those, chuck them away. And then there was this certain cream advertised, and I was in there and I thought, oh, I might try that. It was about £20. And I thought, oh, bugger, it's a number 7, and I could have had a £5 off of this. And this is what I thought, oh, I wish I didn't bin those vouchers. I wish I had a number 7 voucher. So I get to the till and she puts it all through and everything, and then she just said, oh, do you know what? And she pulled one out from a drawer underneath. She goes, I'm not supposed to do this because you're supposed to have it on your next purchase, but oh, I'll give it to you anyway. So she took the £5 off, she gave me the voucher, and it just hit me like that. And I thought, instant manifestation. All I thought was, I wish I had. I didn't think, oh, I don't have one of those vouchers. I thought, I wish I had. Instant feeling, nothing around it, because I knew I didn't have one, so there was no resistance, there was nothing else I could think, it was no big deal. But that instance is what really made me think a lot about instant manifestation and what's going on here. So what I did by saying that is I had the thought, and then it dropped into my subconscious. It just dropped inside of me, like it does, like every kind of feeling and desire that we have like that does. It doesn't go anywhere. And if I hadn't have got it that day, I would have got something, some sort of voucher that I could have used it probably in that week, but I just got it like that. So it's instant because it was right at the point that I needed it. So if we allow things, you can get them right at the point that you need them. Again, I was out for a meal with a friend that I don't catch up with very often, and we went out for quite a big lunch, and I had like a credit card and a debit card, and I picked up my debit card and thought, God, this has taken a real hammering this week. Maybe I shouldn't put it on this card because it's instant, isn't it? It comes right out. And I thought, oh yeah, I don't want to put it on my credit card. And I handed over because I was paying for both of us, and it didn't go through. But there was no reason it shouldn't have gone through. There was plenty of money in there. I had just thought, God, I've spent a lot on this. Maybe I should put it on the other card. And she said, oh, it's not going through. And I said, oh, right, okay. So I was tapping it. And I said, well, try putting it in. No, it didn't work. And I said, okay. So I had to put it on the other card. And then when I got home, I checked my bank account. So I thought, God, somebody emptied my bank account or something. There was plenty of money in there. And I thought, oh God, it's because I didn't want to use it. And then my card worked fine after that. Again, it was instant. It was right at the point where I was handing over my card. So if we can get into that frame of mind, I know it's very difficult to do that when you're purposely trying to manifest something. But if you think of manifestation as a byproduct of your subconscious, it's kind of like easier to get your head around to think, okay, yeah, it's what's going on in there. And actually, once we have a feeling like that, it just drops in there. We forget about it. Our mind forgets about it, but our subconscious doesn't. It's holding on to it still in order to bring it back to us. So constantly we're doing it when we're not trying. So if we can get into that mindset and think, that's what's going on here. So how can I work with that in the best possible way? So if I try hard, then I'm not allowing my subconscious to deal with it. I'm calling it subconscious now, but we can call it higher self, universe, whatever you want. But actually, it is our subconscious that's doing all of this. This is why some people go on for a long, long time before they actually do manifest a person or that new career that they want, because they're trying so hard that they're not giving the subconscious time to deal with it. They're not giving it they're not giving it space to deal with it because they're constantly thinking about it. And that's like when you try to live in the end you're really trying hard to live in the end. I truly believe that all that stuff comes to you eventually, and you've got to do it the way that works for you. So you could have been doing that, and you could have been doing that for a couple of years, but then it could manifest to you after that point, and you think, oh wow, all that hard work paid off. But it isn't the hard work that pays off. It's the fact that you've come to a point where you've probably evolved with this, and and it's not a bad thing, because actually you've learned so much over that time, and you've evolved as a person, and you've evolved in the way that you handle life and the way you feel about yourself. So none of that is wasted. So actually, if you think about it like that, then everything comes at the right time for you. For us, I believe that, looking back at everything and the things that have taken way, way longer when I didn't quite know what I was doing, I think, well, actually, that's not a bad thing, because I've learned all of this stuff now, and I know so much more than I did. So try and chuck a positive spin on it. But what happens is you get to a point where you are evolving, so you find it easier to release a bit and just get on with life, and then it happens. So if you can get to that stage sooner and just know that, okay, manifesting is a byproduct of the subconscious mind. Okay, it kind of seems a bit simpler then, doesn't it? I'm just the same as everybody else. Like, I feel I've got as good at this as I feel as good as I'm going to get, but that's probably not true. What do? I do listen to subliminals, to my own subliminals, because I just find it relaxing. I like the sound of the waves, and it just helps me to sleep sometimes. So I do that, but not particularly regularly. And that's about it. I don't really do anything else apart from find that desire, because I know that this is a byproduct of my subconscious and I don't want to try hard. So I will feel the want for something, and I'll let it drop in there and just think, okay, can't do anything else now. I don't want to do anything else now. Let's leave it at that. But that's just me, because I'm thinking, I don't particularly want this to take forever, but I'm appreciative that it might take however long it takes is going to be the best time for me, and it's going to allow me to evolve. In that time that I'm not waiting for it, in that time that it's the chapter that I'm in now, I'm going to learn more stuff that's going to help me in life. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, because again, this can go on to a massive waffle, can't it? And my next video is going to be about, which I'm going to film in a minute actually, about you not being able to hide from yourself. So I'm hoping that will kind of go with this, and you'll be able to pick up some from that too. Thank you for watching. I offer Zoom coaching, I offer email coaching, and I write books. All of my books are listed below. I might put one of them up here now, one or two of them up here now. Get Back With Your Ex continues to be my most popular. It's great, actually. It's brilliant. I did not expect it to be selling this many copies this long after it was published, and it still does. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, then I'd love you to do that.